Fellow seekers, have you ever experienced a moment so extraordinary that it left you pondering the mysteries of life? Perhaps it was a chance encounter that changed your path, a sudden insight that illuminated a problem, or an event that felt like the universe aligning just for you. We often label these moments as miracles, glimpses of something beyond the ordinary. Miracles have captivated humanity for millennia. They inspire us, fill us with awe, and sometimes leave us searching for explanations. But what if miracles aren't just random acts of divine intervention? What if they arise from patterns in relationships that, once understood, can make the miraculous more accessible in our lives? Let's delve into 7 types of miraculous experiences, each represented by a triad of elements that interact in unique ways. Through stories and reflections, we'll see how these elements come together to create the extraordinary moments we perceive as miracles. Let's begin with the triad of manifestation, uniting belief, event, and meaning. Imagine a time when you believed in something with all your heart, and that belief seemed to shape your reality. Perhaps you set a goal, visualized it daily, and eventually watched it unfold in your life. This is the miracle of manifestation. Consider a community enduring a prolonged drought. They gather in unified belief, praying for rain. When the skies finally open, the event is imbued with profound meaning. Their collective belief didn't change the weather patterns, but it did change how they perceived and found significance in the rain. In this interplay, belief acts as a powerful lens, focusing our attention and shaping our perception of events. When we believe strongly, we're more attuned to occurrences that align with that belief, reinforcing the meaning we derive from them. This triad teaches us that our beliefs can influence how we experience the world. By cultivating positive and purposeful beliefs, we open ourselves to recognizing and embracing the miraculous in the everyday. As we reflect on the power of belief, let's consider what happens when we face moments of profound need. The triad of intercession explores the connections between desperation, intervention, and transformation. Think back to a time when you felt utterly desperate, a moment when you saw no way forward. Perhaps it was a personal crisis, a health scare, or a significant loss. And then, when all seemed lost, something unexpected happened that changed everything. This is the miracle of intercession. Imagine a family struggling to make ends meet, on the brink of losing their home. In their desperation, they reach out to friends, community, and even strangers. An unexpected opportunity arises, a job offer, a generous benefactor, and their situation transforms dramatically. Here, desperation becomes a catalyst, prompting us to seek help beyond our usual means. The intervention, whether through others, a sudden change in circumstances, or an inner awakening, leads to a transformation that not only resolves the immediate crisis, but often brings new growth and understanding. This triad illustrates that our darkest moments can become turning points. Desperation can open doors we didn't know existed, allowing interventions that lead to profound and lasting change. From the depths of desperation, let's turn to moments where chance seems to play a guiding hand. The triad of serendipity brings together improbability, occurrence, and perception. Have you ever found exactly what you needed by pure chance? Perhaps you met someone who became a close friend or mentor in the most unlikely of places. This is the miracle of serendipity. Picture a researcher tirelessly seeking a cure for a disease. One day, by accident, a lab mishap leads to the discovery of a groundbreaking treatment. The improbability of this occurrence makes it feel like a stroke of fate. In such moments, the unlikelihood of the event heightens our awareness of its significance. We might marvel at the odds, perceiving the occurrence as something more than mere chance. Serendipity reminds us to stay open to the unexpected. By embracing the unpredictability of life, we allow room for miracles to manifest in ways we could never have planned. While serendipity brings external surprises, sometimes the miracle happens within us as a sudden flash of insight. To understand this aspect of miracles, we turn to the triad of Epiphany, to understand the relationships between need, revelation, and power. Recall a moment when you faced a challenge that seemed insurmountable, and then, in a sudden instant, the solution became crystal clear. This is the miracle of an epiphany. Consider an artist struggling to express a concept. They wrestle with ideas, feeling blocked and frustrated. Then, perhaps during a quiet moment or a walk in nature, inspiration strikes. The revelation not only solves their creative dilemma, but unleashes a newfound power in their work. In this dynamic, a deep need drives us to seek answers. The revelation doesn't come directly from the need, but often emerges when we create space for our subconscious mind to connect the dots. This newfound understanding empowers us to move forward with clarity and purpose. Epiphanies show us the importance of embracing our needs and giving ourselves the time and openness for insights to surface. They remind us that sometimes stepping back can lead to the breakthroughs we seek. Just as revelations can free our minds, there are moments when we break free from constraints that have long held us back. The triad of liberation consists of intention, limitation, and release. Think of a time when you felt confined by circumstances, expectations, or even your own fears. You had a vision or goal, but obstacles seemed insurmountable. Then, something shifted, and you experienced a profound sense of freedom. This is the miracle of liberation. Imagine an individual trapped in a job that stifles their passion. Their intention is to pursue a different career, but limitations, financial obligations, fear of failure, hold them back. One day, a restructuring leads to an unexpected layoff. Initially daunting, this release from limitation becomes the opportunity to follow their true path. Here, our intentions press against limitations, creating tension. The release, whether through a change in circumstances or an internal decision, allows us to transcend these barriers, often leading to personal growth and fulfillment. Liberation teaches us that limitations aren't always permanent. By holding on to our intentions and being open to change, we can experience releases that propel us into new and rewarding directions. As we consider liberation from constraints, let's explore how meaningful patterns can emerge from the randomness of life. Synchronicity is a familiar concept that we can consider through the structured triad of chaos, order, and synthesis. Have you ever noticed how unrelated events sometimes converge in a way that feels profoundly meaningful? Perhaps you keep encountering a particular theme or idea across different areas of your life. This is the miracle of synchronicity. Envision someone considering a move to a new city, but feeling uncertain. Over a week, they receive a job offer from that city. Reconnect with an old friend who lives there and read an article highlighting its vibrant culture. What once seemed like chaos, random, unrelated events, now forms a pattern that suggests a new path forward. In this triad, chaos and order interact to create synthesis. A new understanding or direction emerges from the convergence of disparate elements. It's as if the universe is weaving threads together to point us toward a particular insight or opportunity. Synchronicity invites us to pay attention to the patterns that unfold around us. By being open to these connections, we can find guidance and meaning in the ebb and flow of life, experiencing the miraculous woven into our everyday experiences. Finally, let's delve into how miracles can arise from creating something entirely new out of the raw materials of chaos and structure. Creation emerges from a triad of chaos, structure, and resolution. Reflect on a time when you transformed a vague idea into a tangible reality. Perhaps you started a business, wrote a book, or developed a new process at work. This is the miracle of creation. Consider a musician composing a symphony. They begin with scattered melodies and rhythms, chaos. Through dedication and structure, practicing, arranging, refining, they shape these fragments into a cohesive and moving piece of music. The resolution is the finished symphony that resonates with audiences. Here, chaos provides the raw inspiration, while structure offers the framework to shape it. The resolution is the culmination of this process, resulting in something that didn't exist before. Creation shows us that chaos isn't merely disorder, it's a wellspring of potential. by applying structure thoughtfully, we can transform chaos into innovations and creations that enrich our lives and those of others. As we've journeyed through these 7 types of miraculous experiences, a common thread emerges. Miracles often arise from the dynamic interplay of different elements in our lives. In manifestation, our beliefs shape how we perceive events and find meaning. Intercession reveals how desperation can open us to transformative interventions. Serendipity highlights the significance we find in improbable occurrences. Epiphany shows that deep needs can lead to revelations that empower us. Liberation demonstrates that releasing limitations can fulfill our intentions. Synchronicity uncovers meaningful patterns emerging from chaos and order. Creation illustrates how structure can mold chaos into new realities. Each triad represents a unique pathway through which miracles can manifest. By understanding these relationships, we gain insights into how to recognize and invite the miraculous into our own lives. So, what can we take away from this exploration? First, miracles are not confined to grand, unexplainable events. They can be found in the subtle, everyday interactions of belief, need, intention, chaos, and structure. By becoming aware of these dynamics, we can cultivate a mindset that is open to the miraculous. Embrace your beliefs. Let your convictions guide you to find meaning in events. Acknowledge desperation. Recognize that reaching out in times of need can invite transformative help. Stay open to chance. Be attentive to improbable occurrences that may hold significance. Seek insight. Allow your needs to drive you toward revelations that empower you. Persevere through limitations. Maintain your intentions even when faced with obstacles. Notice patterns. Pay attention to synchronicities that may guide your path. Create boldly. Don't shy away from chaos. Use it as the raw material for innovation. By integrating these perspectives, we can become active participants in the unfolding of miracles in our lives. We move from being mere observers to co-creators of the extraordinary. Miracles may retain an element of mystery, but understanding their underlying patterns doesn't diminish their wonder. Instead, it brings them closer to us. It empowers us to see that the miraculous is not just possible, but is already present, waiting to be recognized and embraced. So the next time you encounter a moment that feels special or unexplainable, pause and consider the elements at play. Reflect on how your beliefs, needs, intentions, or even the chaos around you might be interacting to create this experience. You may discover that miracles are not distant or rare occurrences, but are woven into the very fabric of your life, accessible and abundant. All it takes is a willingness to see, to believe, and to engage with the world in a way that invites the extraordinary. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May you find and embrace the miracles in your own life, and may they inspire you to explore the limitless possibilities that await.